All right, so ever since the introduction of the exotic rarity, every now and then for certain updates, we receive a random exotic fish that gets added into pretty much one of the previous zones. Now, honestly, I could be 100% wrong here, but I'm pretty sure that the first time that we ever saw any type of exotic fish was when the Depths update released, that we ended up getting the entire Ancient Serpent during the Absolute Darkness events. Now, to be fair, that one was a little more broadcasted. We kind of already knew that it was going to be coming into the game, but basically fast forward some time, and I believe it was during the Ancient Isles update, everyone was pretty much super invested into Ancient Isles. No one was exactly paying attention to anything else that was going on, and all of a sudden, the Molten Banshee was added inside of the Roslet volcano, which again really wasn't announced or mentioned by anyone. Now, obviously, I'm fully aware that we have things like the Megalodon in the game, which are considered technically exotics, but the problem is that those are based behind an event, and the Banshee is pretty much the only fish that you don't exactly need a specific event to be able to get it. You just got to come in here and pretty much just fish. Now, fast forward to this weekend's update that just passed, and completely randomly, Moosewood, out of all places, got itself its own exotic. I unfortunately haven't been able to get this. If you were in my stream, you know that besides the fact that I lost the frost whale, which apparently no one is letting me live through that. I read all of your comments. We also spent a good amount of time fishing in different places over there in that island. We fished behind the lighthouse. Some people were saying that that was a pretty good spot, and I just haven't been able to get it. I don't know if I'm just busted or what's going on here, but it kind of seems like everyone has it except for me. So I guess for this video, we're going to pretty much try and get our hands on this brand new exotic, starting with over here where good old Jack Merrill was kind of moved to. I do see your comments also about that. He was unfortunately moved over here. I say unfortunately, but actually it's kind of a fortunate thing because it was so annoying having to climb up all the way over to Forsaken all the time and inside of the skull. I feel like this is such a better position, but it also kind of makes me wonder on why exactly they're here. There has to be some sort of a backstory, but that's for another video. Right now, we're focused on getting this exotic fish, and you already know how I like to do this. For starters, we're going in no luck whatsoever at the very start. I want to basically try and get it in this spot first, and then if we don't get it here, we'll move over to the lighthouse. And I guess if worse comes to worse, then we'll just end up popping an Aurora or something. That'll more than likely get it done. Now, some of you may be wondering why exactly I would be fishing here out of all places in Moosewood, and it's actually the exact reason as to what I'm catching right now. It is notoriously known that the Whiskerbill is extremely easy to obtain in this specific island. Why? I have no idea whatsoever, because even with enabling the fish radar, there is no sign whatsoever that the mythical is obtainable here at a higher rate. But for some reason, that is the case. But of course, this is already kind of like known knowledge, which is exactly the reason why most people resort to coming over here to try and catch the exotic. I mentioned this because maybe there's someone watching this video who is trying to complete the bestiary. So now you know that if the mythic is giving you a hard time in Moosewood, you can come to this island. But either way, let's time lapse here for just a little bit and see what ends up happening. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. Also, before we actually do that, I do know, based off of what you guys told me during the stream, that this exotic prefers the magnet bait. So I kind of want to switch to magnet bait, but at the same time, that means that I won't have instant lure. So I guess what we can do is switch over to my no life rod, put on magnet bait, and just use this so that way we still have instant lure. So yeah, man, let's see how long this actually takes me. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, I kind of caved in and I decided to pop an Aurora. This has taken me a lot longer than I expected it to take, which is kind of odd. I don't know why, I just kind of felt that this was gonna be fairly easy to get. I feel like for the most part in Volcano, catching that Banshee is not really that difficult. If I pop an Aurora, I feel like I can get a couple of them, but this one just... Oh my God. Speaking of the devil, we got it, boys and girls. We actually got it. Literally, as I was in the middle of preaching about it, it has spawned a negative 50%. There it is right there. Sleet treble bass. Let's go. There it is right there. It's by far the tiniest. Oh, dude, when you click, it plays the piano. Here, look, I'll see if I can play the audio. Let's see. Actually kind of cool, bro. What? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what would be even cooler about this, though? If we were able to get it sparkling shiny giant. I feel like that would be even cooler. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know if I want to put you guys through the entire pain of watching me do this over and over again. Maybe just for like a tiny bit amount of time, I'll go ahead and put you guys through the pain. But for the most part, I feel like this is going to take an extremely long time, which I guess I can go. Oh, look, we actually just got it big right now. Dude, look at this thing. Bro, what? Giant is going to be crazy. Now, obviously, it's a lot smaller than the average, big fish. But considering the normal kg amount for this fish is about 2 or 3. This is actually pretty massive. Every time that I say massive, I forget that my comment section just turned into a bunch of really weird memers. Anyways, back to appraising and what I was saying. I don't know if it's just me, but I kind of feel like the appraisal game pass doesn't exactly give me the most amount of luck. I could just be wrong, but I feel like for the most part, I sort of suffer just as much as anybody else. Dude, this one's even bigger. Oh my God. But yeah, for the most part, I feel like I suffer just as much as somebody that doesn't have the game pass. I also probably should have checked to see how much this is worth in its big mutation, which as a matter of fact, there we go. We just got it again. 5,067. I mean, nothing really too crazy there. Either way, man, I don't know if I've decided or not. Maybe I'll put you guys through the entire time lapse for just a little bit, only because I know that you guys enjoy the background music. So I guess here, let's go ahead and finish off the rest of the song here. All right, guys, so tell me, what do you think about the sparkling, shiny, giant treble bass? What do you guys think about it? Honestly, I think it looks a lot better than the regular version. Not a big fan of the color blue. I'm more of a red kind of guy, but I mean, definitely a really cool looking fish. Now, it doesn't exactly do anything different. Still plays the same exact sound. Only difference is that it's absolutely ginormous and it's the color blue. In the comment section, let me know if you've been able to go ahead and get your hands on this exotic fish. I'm just going to go ahead and end off the video right here as I look over there to the golden tide pool and remember the time that I lost a whale in front of 4,000 viewers. I don't think I'll ever recover, man. I hope I earned a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.